Alright, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Blaken. I'm a musician, foremost, mix engineer, rapper, music lover, anything that has to do with music, basically. Alright, and this video is basically the first of a series of videos, and I'm gonna show you how you can make music, how you can make beats, hip hop, pop, rock, no matter what, because this CD is gonna teach you everything you need to do from beginning till up till the end, from A to Z, everything you need to know. And difference gonna be for you that yeah, it's gonna be a little different for you, because what I'm gonna teach you is basically a little bit of everything that I have learned over the years. And I learn for everything and everyone. Nothing is too high or too low for me. I learn every day. Alright, so okay, now I have made a music, just really nothing special. I just make something. I just want to show you the step one, as I'm gonna a little bit explain to you how we do it, and from now we just pick it up. We just go to C2, video 2, 3, and up. So first of all, let's just hear this song that I have made. 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Right, let's just hear. Alright, kinda like a pop or rock style, where you have is a drum, you have your bass, you have your guitar, electronic amp guitar. Okay, now this is my first video, and I just record everything through Mac Pro. The Logic is running, my screen capture is running, everything just in one Mac. Normally I have 2 PCs and 1 Mac. I would kinda daisy chain them together and use them all in one, but for this I'm just gonna keep it really simple, so bear with me if the sound is not really professional. For a sound engineer to not get the best sound, it's kind of shame, obviously, but nevertheless, I just want to make this video and just start, and along the way I'm gonna make it much better than the first one. Right, the first step, and what I wanna told you is I'm gonna show you some stuff, and many of terms that I use, maybe it's not familiar, or maybe you just have idea what the heck, too difficult or too complicated. Does not. Please just take your time and listen as we go on. You just learn what it means, and it's not important that you learn what the words mean. It's important that you learn what they do, what the word does in music making, because these days the face of music making is totally changed. There's nothing same anymore, even the professional, the top-notch producers have to do it over new. They have to learn, because all tools that we now use to make music are tools that every day get updated, better, so we have to learn how they work every day, so it's just all the same for everyone. That's why you have That's why everybody complaining that music just sounds same everywhere, same day, because everybody have the same tools. Everybody watch for tools to make music. Music is not anymore making music with piano or with your guitar. Now it's making music with your digital guitar and piano, and pushing the boundaries of those softwares. And those softwares have no feeling, have no, you know what I mean? Yeah, there are keys that you push and they give sound. There are keys that you push that do something for you to the sound, nothing more. You know what I mean? It's not like that. For example, it used to be the case when we mix on analog tables. You have all those kind of tricks that you learn along the way that make you sound different, even if all producers of the world had the same analog table. Every little piece of gear was same, still the sound was different. But now it's not anymore, because everything is made digitally, and digital has no own character. It's just same no matter what. So that's just one thing you have to keep in mind when you're making music those days. Just important. Right. Okay, first step, you have to realize that now what important is for you is to understand the style that you're gonna make and keep to it. You know what I mean? You have and it's really nice to learn for everyone, but doesn't mean you have to jump from one style to other. And with style I mean of producing beats, music, whatever you want to call it. The style I mean is the way that you make your music. There are 3 or 4 ways of mixing. There are 3 or 4 ways to making your drum beat, bass, guitar, piano, no matter what. There are always 3 or 4 ways that people do nowadays, those days. And the difference between them are the way that you start and the way that you end. You're making music, because remember, making music is processing a sound. No matter if that sound is your outcome sound, or if that sound is your beginning sound, no matter what, the sound is the music now. Alright, the sound is the music, because piano, what you hear now, the digital piano that you hear, is not real piano. It's not real piano what you hear. It's processed sound, right? That can be a sound of falling glasses, something unbelievable, has nothing to do with piano, but you still can make from falling glasses sound, or a crying baby a piano sound. Maybe that sound a little bit complicated or a little bit stupid to you, but that's just true. And let's just keep it really short, and I'm gonna show you one little thing what I mean with that. Let's say that you want to make a bass sound, right? Now let's search for something that's not bass. Okay, let's say you want to make a bass sound of this notes, has a lot of harmonies to it. Let's just try to that. Alright, you have this sound, and you get it what I mean? So the sound what you're eventually gonna hear has nothing to do with where you start. And the same goes with making your music. Everything has to do with processing the sound, right? Now, if you keep that in mind, you're gonna do some amazing stuff, right? Let's just hear to this one more time. Right, what you hear is if I put now a spectrum analyzer on a master bus, so we can kinda get a feeling about visual music mixing. You see, all this little dots which you see are musical notes of used to be musical notes. Now they are turning visual mix objects, what you wanna call it. Anyway, those are very important for you to understand. And your music has a wide spectrum from 20 up to 20k, right? That's what we can hear, right? And when you make music, you have to make sure that your music fill the whole spectrum with process sound. That's really important that you understand that. Process sound of your drum, your bass, your melody, your vocal, raps, perhaps background stuff. All this stuff have their own place in the spectrum. Spectrum, you have to look at spectrum as if you are watching to a movie. If you're watching a movie, you have the movies have their own style and own sound, own feeling to it. Music is the same. Only with the movies, you have every second it make 24 pictures. Every second make 24 pictures, and when you put them together, you see a moving picture. But with the sound, is every second make 44,000 pictures. Yeah, you heard me right. That's why they're saying 44k and 16-bit or 24-bit or 32-bit. Nowadays you have even 64. Logic is 64. Some other PC soft DAWs have 64. And what that basically mean is the amount, the music is from 0, not up but down, right? 0 is your maximal level what you can have in your scale and your speakers everywhere. 0 is just max. You can't go up to 0. If you go up to 0, you're gonna distort your sound, right? Now everything below from 0 down below is the beats. So if you're gonna avoid that, if you have 24 beats, you have more space to put your sound in, right? I really have to make some graphic software or something that I can show you. Anyway, those beats, those 16 beats, let's say if you have 16 beats, you can go up to here, and if the sound go up 0, it's gonna distort. When you have 24 beat, you have more. You can go, you have more headroom. If you have 32 beat, you have much more headroom. Now of course eventually you have to go back to 16 44 because that's just standard for the CDs to play. But who knows, maybe in future it's gonna change. Alright, so this is your visual spectrum. Alright, this is your notes, this is your what you have to put your sound in. If you know that you're gonna make some special thing, not same as everyone else, the same thing what we did with the analog table kind of stuff, because you're gonna do it with your feeling. And the funny thing about it is that you make music digitally, and you make music with your feelings. So that's nice. That's really nice that you understand that. Alright, now we understand that, we're gonna start making music. Okay, because this is my first video, I just want to check if everything sound right and stuff. So before we go further, I'm just gonna pause this video, and I'm gonna just check if sound right, if you can hear me, if everything sound right, and if it sound okay, then I'm gonna move on to next video where we just start to making music. This was actually some kind of introduction. So please go to the next video after this, and let's make some music. Please get back, please try to follow every video, because I have been studying making music now for a long time, really long time, and I am planning to put everything I have learned in this video. So please keep them watching, so you're really gonna learn everything what I have learned from first day that I start learning classic music up to the college. And that doesn't mean classic college, electronic music college, SE have done, and sound engineer, and those combined together you can make really some nice stuff. And in case you are you want to know what I have done, what I have actually achieved, I'm gonna next video I'm gonna take you to some of my sites and some music, some mixtapes, some albums that I have put out, so you can get some feeling of what I'm doing and stuff. Right, so I see you in next video. Okay, bye bye.